So you want to know if using stretch res is right for you, and the possible advantages or disadvantages to it. Here we go. First of all, let's get a baseline. What you're looking at right now is 1920 by 1080 pixels, aka 16 by 9, and it looks pretty good. It's a standard for most monitors, and it's pretty much what most people play. Now this is 1440 by 1080. Now of course the 1920 went down to 1440, and that means that the monitor has to stretch your resolution out to fit the actual monitor, if your monitor is a 16 by 9 one, and a 1080p one. Or it could be 1440, either way, it stretches out your screen slightly, and this is what a lot of people would probably use. And now this is 1080 by 1280, now this is by far unusable, and anybody who decides to use this is honestly quite crazy, or they just have a really bad PC and they're trying to fix their FPS. But either way, playing on something that's a rectangle, but not even 16 by 9, 9 by 16, it's pretty terrible. Honestly, I would never recommend it. But anyway, let's go over the pros and cons. So a pro, some people, they would get an FPS boost out of playing a lower resolution. Although stretched is not what actually gives them a better FPS, it's actually just the fact that it's lower resolution, so ultimately there is no point of using stretched if your only goal is to have better FPS. And now for a con. Of course, because it is stretched, it's getting rid of your FOV, so you can't actually see more on the left or right of yourself. So if somehow there was somebody on the left or right of your screen, you would not be able to see them because that face has simply been deleted. The rest of your FOV has just been stretched over it, so yeah, it can get rid of your FOV, which can make it so you might miss some players or miss some details, like missing a supply drop, missing some bodies on the floor, stuff like that. And overall, it just reduces your FOV. And also something to note, people use stretch res to make the players bigger and also to run performance better, but making the players bigger, you can actually do the exact same thing just by going into your screen settings, lowering your FOV, and that'll zoom in your screen a little bit more and apparently make it easier to shoot people. But yeah, if you think of doing stretched and you don't like the way it looks or anything, then try lowering your FOV, and essentially it does the same thing. But yeah, mostly stretched is used in games where there is no FOV slider, which then you can use the stretch resolution to give yourself a kind of exploity FOV boost, but inside of Rust they do not have that, and in fact you just lose FOV. And as you can see earlier, when I remove the stretched, you can see when I remove the stretch, it literally just adds black bars on the side of your screen. And what's the point of adding black bars? Just to have a bigger player? I don't know. Honestly, I'm not judging. It's up to you guys if you want to play stretched or not, because ultimately it's up to whatever you prefer. If you prefer playing stretched and are used to it, then keep doing that. And if you don't like it, then just keep using a 16 by 9. But anyway, I hope I laid out some facts, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video, because, you know, these videos take some time to make. So yeah, thank you for watching, like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Oh yeah, and I'm at 210 subs right now, so I'd really appreciate it if you made that number go bigger. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.